Hi, welcome to the new demo flight of the Walkera Vitus, and today this is my second model I received. So as you can see, there is an ID of 711, so should be the final version. I didn't see a lot of difference, only maybe the presence of 4 screws here in the gimbal instead of 2. So externally I don't see anything really. The motor seems the same, even the camera modules look the same, exactly the same. So of course I flashed to all the last firmware, and one word about the micro SD card because I had a lot of problem with. For example, I use Samsung ScanDisk, first micro SD card in my first model, and it was working more or less okay for 4K and 10 ATP 60 frames per second with 32 megabytes of data rates. With the same card, with this new one, it was not working anymore. I got some corrupted file. So I bought a new micro SD card. This is the Toshiba Xperia Pro, okay, with a writing speed of 80 megabytes. And with this one, at least I can record in 4K, 10 ATP 60 frames per second, 32 megabytes per second. For the highest data rate, 64, it's working in 4K, but not in 1080p 60 frames per second. It's strange, but it's like this. So, in the final review, I will try to dress a list of all the compatible micro SD card, because not of the brand, and even if you have a class 10 U3, is not meaning that it will work. So it's a little nightmare for this point. Anyway, I will start the flight. So I changed a little bit the spot. As you can see, it's a very nice one. Today is calm, okay, and I hope to shoot some pretty good videos. Let's go. Okay, so I'm connected, and I will now go deactivate, and I will run the application. So the Walkera drone. Actually, the final version is not yet with a full interface. But anyway, I should have a video feedback. Great, and I've got a Google Map as well. Should. Okay. So, right, I will show you my settings in any case. So you can see my last firmware, but there is a camera update, but you cannot actually download it. And I will connect to the show you the video settings, and I will select the 1080p, okay, and I will keep the 30 megabytes of frame rate, okay. So perfect. I will receiving 9 satellites, so should be okay. Now I've got the green light, and I will start recording. A beep. The white circle is here, and I will harm the machine. Okay. And now I will stabilize a little bit the machine. Okay. And I like to produce a turn on myself, a slow turn, to stabilize even more the GPS accuracy. 10 satellite now, and it's super stable. Okay, I will keep the machine like this, and I will test the detection, the obstacle detection of this new model. Okay, so I should see on the interface, it should detect me. So I will go down a little bit. I'm front, and you can see I've got the red arrow, and I can push the machine. The object detection is working. Maybe the distance could be a little bit better, but at least it's working. The stability on the final version sounds great. I hope to. Okay, so it's time to discover a little bit the panorama. Okay, I also calibrate the gimbal, and I will see what this machine is offering. So I will try to fly smoothly, and in any case, you have to, if some flyaway is reporting, you can engage the return to home, okay, but in worst case you can take the machine in control with the manual mode, okay. But it's flying beautifully. So look, the panorama, super beautiful. I'm not impressed in general with the Wi-Fi FPV link, okay, of this machine. Compared to the Xiaomi drone, is well, is I would say less less frame per second, and well, I think there's more artifacts in the video feedback. Maybe because there is a Wi-Fi connection between your smartphone and your radio command, no tethering connection, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because I think this is a router configuration issue. I observed that it's only connected in a band G with a G configuration, so it means that not with a full bandwidth, okay, not with 300 megabytes per second. So maybe we can increase that by different settings in the Atheros built-in router of the transmitter. Look how beautiful is the scene. Okay, so it's more or less early in the morning, and well, it's very beautiful. Real like 30, close to 30 meters. It's super stable machine. I forgot my sunglasses today, and so I've got the sun in front of my eyes, but I can tell you that it's super beautiful. Try to look super stable. 13 satellite. Okay, I really enjoy it. I will try to make a small panorama. I did not try to spy any houses. Look how beautiful. On the background, this is a restaurant only open in the summertime, and with super seafood. Okay, look how beautiful is the area. So I will try to catch a little bit. Oh, look, and there is another bay at the background. Yeah, and this one is just great. Okay, and as you can see, sometimes the video link got some freezing and some stuff like this, even in close distance. But look how beautiful is it. It seems that the gimbal works look better with this version. And at least on this new final version, the video stability sounds great. So maybe they changed some hardware. Okay, let's have a look to the horizontal line. Wow, it's not perfectly aligned, as you can see. It's still tilted. So even if I perform a gimbal calibration, so when you rotate, you still have some issue in the estimation of the horizontal line. So it's common with a lot of drone. Okay, unfortunately. So I'm 60 meters high, close to 70. Beautiful spot. I don't want to go very far. Oh, there is a bird playing around. 17 satellite actually, so it's pretty good. So 100 meters. Or distance, altitude 70 meters, so no problem. 150 meters of distance, super strong signal. Well, the image has been disconnected, so I will try to push back and to retrieve it. Okay, at least I've got some information about the telemetry. So as you can see, sometimes the information and the videos, and you're losing your video feedback, and the only thing to do is to reboot the interface. So I will go down. Okay, at least I can control my visually the machine. And I will okay, what I do, I will do a first landing to be sure that everything is okay, and to save at least some nominal. So as you know, maybe with this first flight I did, if you are landing, it will bound on the ground, so you have to perform some relatively fast landing, approach close to 50 centimeters, okay, like this, and go down with your throttle stick, okay, like this, and recording. This is the only way I found to be sure that everything will be okay and not bouncing. Okay, that's great. So I will reboot the interface, okay, and reconnect. So you can do it mid-flight, it will reconnect, no problem. So I will resume recording. Yes, great. And I will rearm the motors. I am impressed by the stability, so be sure the first time to perform some compass calibration is super important. Perform all the calibration via the PC software, okay? So let's have a try to the maximum speed. I observed that they probably reduce the velocity with the last firmware. I find it in GPS mode a little bit slower, but it sounds super stable machine. I really like it. So only time to time the video feedback is freezing. Super beautiful. I hope everything will be very well recorded. I'll try to go down slowly. A really enjoyable machine today because it's wind-free and the spot is just beautiful and the machine is flying beautifully. So some people reporting some flyaway, I guess because they forgot to perform some compass calibration. Okay, and just before the first, after the firmware update, be sure to redoing a compass calibration. Oh, as you can see, the image for the one more time. So I will try to stabilize the machine mid-fly. Okay. Okay, I will keep the altitude. Stay in place. Okay, and reconnect to the interface. And now it's okay. So a little bit annoying that, oh, as you can see, I don't have anymore the recording, so I don't know. Maybe it failed to save the last file, or I forgot maybe to stop recording. Oh, my fault. I hope I will have this file, whatever, because it should be triggered by the radio command. So what I will do is so let's check the wall detection. I will try to look that. Okay, I will stop recording. 2 beeps, so ending recording. 1 beep, it's recording. White circle, look that, I've got a wall in front of me. Look that, it's completely, I cannot go there. And it says that it's a 4 or something, and I push forward. I cannot crash it into it. That's great. 55%, and it's flying beautifully. I will try to capture. I think one more time the video display. No, it's not. Okay. Beautiful spot. Okay. I think I will stop today. I still have a lot of battery, but just another shooting. I want to see. I'm curious to see how stable is the new Vitus, well, the final release. That seems to be, at least, and there sounds to be a little bit more smoother without any vibration. Well, less vibration. I hope it will be confirmed in the full videos. Let's check that. Look, this small house, how stable is it? I don't see in the FPV feedback any small trembling, okay, on the video. So I hope at least the new gimbal works. They update something, okay. Look at that, how beautiful. Hello. So no selfie drone actually. I still have not smart flight mode, only the basic one. Hello. So the lag sounds to be not so bad in close distance, but look at how stable. The deviation in Z is impressive. So I've got maybe a fraction of centimeters. So for the GPS stabilization, Walkera, you did a good job. Okay, and well, sounds to be not bad at all. I really like the smart time lapse on top, where you can see how fly safety you can do. So tune the default settings because it's super at the battery. Look that the overload power, I tune it to 8% and low power to 15 in any case, so to be sure to have something working perfectly. Look, the swimmers there. I hope they won't. They are probably try to swim to look, the retirement people have got the best life. Okay, they enjoy this beautiful spot, and very beautiful. Lucky they are. Wow, look that, how sweetie is this machine. Look the stability. Okay, I will try to make a small look. I will try to capture the doors. Okay, and you will see how stable is the machine. It's on the screen is almost not moving, so it's just impressive. Okay, and as you know, there is a protection. I cannot go further. Beautiful. So for you, man, be aware the object detection. Oh, look, the works in shadow zone. I'm completely underexposed, and I will try to reverse. And now I am under the sun. Okay, beautiful. Now my camera, not sure is shooting correctly, but look, I can move my quadcopter alone, and it's working. Okay, time to land. I think I've got some good video today. I feel that everything is on the right track for the Vitus, at least. Well, look, small deviation. No, it's okay. At least I think this machine have been introduced 3 months too earlier. Okay, It was not completely firmware ready, or they work mainly on the iOS application. Okay, time to land, so I will apply my trick, go down slowly, and when I'm 50 centimeters, poof, jump. And it's working. Stop recording, and it's great. So I can do it easily on the sand or small rocks because it's a smooth surface. And I will now conclude. I will turn off everything here, turn off my radio, and also stop my screensaver. And to conclude, wow, I really hope that the video footage will be as smooth as it's promising on the FPV real feedback. If it's the case, I will be less angry versus Walkera, okay? Because it took me several hours to bypass all the technical problems, okay? So I don't know if the new final version assumed to be, so the final version assumed to be a number above 400, some stuff like this, okay? So if your ID, for mine is this 711, so if you have something about 500, you should have the final version, and for example you should have these 4 screws on the gimbal is a sign of the final version. It's maybe the only external point physical view you can have. But in any case, I'm really impatient to see the final version of the Android application to introduce the more smarter flight modes, okay, target tracking, etc. But the object detection for sure is working super great. The GPS stabilization, bravo. Okay, now the more important, we have to check if in terms of gimbal and image stability, we reach the DJI Mavic Pro. It's not completely sure, to be honest, and we will check that. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this new demonstration. If you like it, please submit, and see you next time. Bye bye.